on. They're not worried about their general population. They could care less. They're too busy subjugating women.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is literally the dumbest thing that I have ever seen in my life. Providing the Taliban $236 million, I believe it was, back in 2024. The insane Biden administration giving them that much money, and then continuing U.S. aid to Afghanistan, which, if anyone puts two and two together in their mind, it's not actually going to aid anyone. It is going directly into the pockets of the Taliban. Let's watch this retarded thing right here.
I don't have to remind you, comes as U.S. foreign aid to Afghanistan has been slashed. The Trump administration terminated more than $1.7 billion worth of contracts.
Great job by the Trump administration.
Which, has recently exacerbated food and medical.
This is not our problem. This is not our problem, right? Like, we left Afghanistan in a completely insane way, right? It was a complete disaster. 20 years there for nothing, right? Didn't accomplish anything. But when we leave, we continue to give aid. This is what the Taliban wanted. They wanted to be in charge. Now they need to generate their own revenue. It is not up to us to provide them aid, to provide them money, right? To provide the Taliban money is literally insane. They are oppressing their people. Why would we provide them money to continually oppress their people? I do feel bad about the kids in Afghanistan and the people that need help, because there are good people in Afghanistan that need help. But the Taliban is in charge. We cannot give aid to a country that has a regime like the Taliban in charge, that are literally putting their people in, subjugation under Sharia law. Like, this is just absolutely insane. Thank God that we took this money away, and we can use that money here in the United States. I really don't give a shit what's going on in Afghanistan anymore.
Shortages have continued. How would you measure the effect of those cuts on Afghanistan's ability to respond to this tragedy?
I don't care. Nobody cares.
So with the U.S. funding cuts, Paula, what has happened is that the humanitarian crisis that existed prior to this earthquake were only exacerbated. 50% of humanitarian response prior to January the 20th was funded.
And spare me the moral outrage, everybody, on this, because I really, I do feel bad for kids that are suffering all over the world. But there are billions of people suffering all over the world. We can't give our money to anyone. And if we have to choose, it's damn sure not going to be the Taliban. Because you got to be honest, if we're giving U.S. aid, how much of that is going to help their people? Zero. The Taliban is pocketing that money, and they're using it for their own weapons, right? Their own things that they have going on. They're not worried about their general population. They could care less. They're too busy subjugating women. Like, that's their main goal, to make women be completely covered. They don't care if they're eating or if they have money for food.
By the generous people of the United States and the government. Today, that is no more. And with 23 million people in need, clearly there was desperation prior to the earthquake. Today, obviously, without these funds, without these resources, humanitarian actors, the UN, the de facto authorities have all been trying to
let the UN get involved.
What scares?
Exactly. Let the UN get involved. Let the UN take care of this, right? Like, aren't they the ones that's supposed to be helping people around the world, suffering countries? Let the UN get involved. The United States is already contributing to the UN, right? Like, we have a big, foot in the door when it comes to the UN. Why are we giving extra money to Afghanistan, to the Taliban? Just, I'm sorry, they need to start generating their own income through taxation or something, not through U.S. aid.
Scarce resources there are to be able to respond very quickly. I will say that there has been a very quick response. Today, many actors came together to respond in a way that we believe is commensurate to the damage. But clearly, when you have medicines in stock, as IRC does, and you're unable to
Let me just show you guys what our aid was going to before it was cut, which was brilliant, which was a smart move that we cut this aid. Let me show you what our aid was going to. This is what it was going to right here. Right here. This is what the Taliban is using US funds to do right here. Let's take a look at this.
Welcome to Afghanistan.
This is what the Taliban's doing. This is what the Taliban's doing. They're creating tourism videos pretending to cut off Americans' heads. This is what they're doing. This is what they're using our USAID funds for. This is insane. This is funny. Look at this. This is, oh, fake gun, happy Americans. Oh, look, there's watermelons and beautiful rivers. Let's look at this again. Let's look at this again.
Message from America. Welcome to Afghanistan.
This is the money this is why we're providing aid to Afghanistan. So that they can do insane videos like this. Why would anyone want to go to Afghanistan, first of all, when it comes to tourism? But we are wasting money around the world with US aid. It is not that much in terms of, it's a fraction of the budget, but I don't care. Every penny counts. Use that sliver of the budget to build a new road. Use that sliver of the budget to put money in kids' pockets so they can go to school. Do something with it. Like, I'm so happy that the Trump administration got rid of this insane thing. But let's use that money here to do something for us. Let's look at this here. Let's look at this here. Here we go.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett just left the House floor. Defund the Taliban. Just passed unanimous. Thank you all so much. Everybody all across the country. Y'all been
thank God we did this.
Incredibly supportive of this thing. It's been over a year-long journey.
Now we got to get it over. Journey to get this done. A year-long journey to cut aid to insane psychopaths like the Taliban.
To the Senate, that I know my own state, Senator Haggerty, I know Senator Blackburn support it, and Senator Sheehy will be carrying it, I think, along with Tommy Tuberville. So
there you go.
You can address
some senators that actually
to the Senate, and let's get this thing passed.
Are doing
$40
something
million
smart
a
for
week.
once. And I don't say that, lightly, because they almost never do. But here we go. Look at this. No more U.S. tax dollars fall into the hands of the Taliban after the Biden administration paid the terrorist regime millions of dollars following the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. It took until now for us to stop providing aid to the Taliban, because they'll say, oh no, US aid is going to Afghanistan. No, US aid is going to the Taliban. That's who runs the country. So don't try and hide that fact by saying it's going to Afghanistan. That is being routed into the pockets of terrorists, of people that we fought and tried to kill for 20 years, our enemies. Okay, there is no forgiveness here. They are still our enemies, right? Look at this. Are you aware that the U.S. is sending $40 million a week to the Taliban? This was before that we got rid of the U.S. aid. $40 million a week. $40 million a week to the Taliban, right? Look, another one back in January. The Biden administration is sending the Taliban $40 million a week, even though they have American blood on their hands. They have American blood on their hands, and we were providing them $40 million a week. Like, this is just absolutely insane. The funds of the Afghan government that have been frozen by the U.S. and other countries should be dispersed to international organizations that are carrying out the relief. No. Any American dollar, any American funds that were going to the Taliban in Afghanistan should go directly back into Americans' pockets or to some kind of fund that helps American citizens. Nowhere else. Period. Point blank. Period. Okay? I mean, these are our enemies. Now the Taliban leaders seek international assistance. Look at this, following a deadly earthquake. Right? They pocketed all that money to buy arms to subjugate their population under Sharia law, and now they're asking for assistance. Who are these? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You deserve nothing from us. You guys support terrorism. You guys killed our troops for 20 years. You guys get no aid from us whatsoever. Like, at all. So this is the first step. Taking the money back from them. Good. Good job, politicians. It took you over a year. We left Afghanistan in 2024, or was it 2023? We left there years ago, and you just now take away that aid? I don't even know why I'm giving these politicians credit. How much money did we lose while you guys were sitting on your ass before you finally decided to do something smart? These people are pathetic. All politicians, left and right. They don't do nothing. So I'll give them some credit that they finally did it. But okay, well, it took you. How much money did we lose while you were sitting on your ass, and then you finally started to get moving? It's pathetic. This is pathetic. I don't even want to finish this movie because this lady's begging for aid. I understand she wants to help people, but she's naive to think if that aid was actually going to go to help people. She's naive. The amount of corruption in the Taliban, not just corruption, but as an organization, they need that money to continue to subjugate the rest of the population. They need that money to keep their iron fist over everyone there. So why the fuck would they use it to help a few people that died in an earthquake? Not going to happen. Insanity, folks. Glad this was done. Finally, politicians doing something right. I mean, this has just been crazy. Well, at least something got done.